Good morning, and thanks Anna and Joe and NZX for putting today together. Takes a lot of courage to go out on a limb and have your first ever resources conference here in Auckland, and to have an attendance of 280 people and cut that off, and I've been told there's another 100 that wanted to attend. Demonstrates a huge success and the interest in the sector here, so well done. Congratulations on a great event. Good to see Reg here. Well, I hadn't seen Reg for a while, but Reg and I have been crossing paths in the Aussie resources industry and the financial markets in Australia for the last couple of decades. And Kennecord are a juggernaut when it comes to raising money in mining in Australia, and to have the interest here in New Zealand is another demonstration of the strong momentum that the mining industry in New Zealand is gathering. So thanks for your interest in Endura. I'm really excited to be able to share with you all who we are and what we're about. Endura is a young, ambitious, growth-focused gold and copper company. Since our formation in September last year, we've been working really hard to put in place the important ingredients that we believe will enable us to build a strong culture and make Endura a success. We now have long-term, knowledgeable, and demanding shareholders. We've got inspired, energised and talented people who are empowered but also held to account. And we've got a team that operates with the courage and ambition to succeed. We recognise that our people are our difference, and we're committed to growing, challenging and developing everyone at Endura. Our vision is to build a portfolio of 3 to 5 gold and copper companies in Tier 1 jurisdictions. One thing that differentiates us is that we have a capacity to act boldly and decisively. We've got strong backing from 2 capital partners in Aussie Super and Orion, who actively work with us to assess opportunities that could fit within our growth strategy. They're willing to back it up with providing funds needed to grow the business, so we can move quickly to capitalise on opportunities when they present themselves. And we're confident that we can deliver on this strategy because, as a team, we've done it before. Jake Klein on the top right there is our Executive Chair, and he's co-founder of Endura alongside Louis Chait, our CFO, and myself. Jake has previously founded and built 2 ASX top 100 mining companies. He led a team at Sino Gold that were the first foreign-owned operators of gold mines in China. And after selling that business in 2009, he then turned his attention to his next venture, which was Evolution Mining. I started working with Jake at Evolution back in 2013, and at that point, the gold price crashed. It had a spectacular bull run from the turn of the century for the first 11 years, and just as I joined, the share price went down by 70%. The market cap at that time was around $300 million. The next couple of years were extremely difficult, but in a lot of ways, I think that period defined the company. With the industry cost curve above the gold price, which does happen from time to time, the majority of gold miners were actually losing money, and we had to be laser focused on managing our costs just to survive. Today, Evolution is worth over $26 billion, nearly 100 times more. That hasn't come about through luck or riding the gold price higher. The gold price is actually around 4 times higher over that period. That growth, though, has been achieved through delivering on a clear strategy of disciplined capital management and upgrading the quality of Evolution's portfolio over time. Every one of our board members here on this page has been involved in great success stories in the mining space as well. And we've now managed to bring together a group of highly energetic and motivated executives and a site management team with experience from some of the world's best mining companies. At Endura, we always operate aligned with our values of safety, integrity and accountability. By integrity, we mean doing the right thing even when others aren't watching. We act like owners in everything we do, and we're very much aligned with our shareholders. We trust our people and we hold them to account. And we want our people to innovate and challenge the status quo. And we're just actually implementing AI into our mining process at the moment. We want them to grow and succeed in their role. Put simply, we want to empower our people to do their best work of their career at Endura. Mining is very cyclical, and smaller companies often struggle to attract funding during tough times, which is when the best opportunities arise to grow your company. Endura is different. Our share register is anchored by long-term capital partners who are backing our growth plans and enabling us to act with conviction. Australian Super are Australia's biggest institutional fund with over 400 billion Australian dollars under management, and that makes them one of the most influential mining investors in the world. Orion Resource Partners are a US $9 billion fund based out of New York, and they've successfully grown their business and exposure to mining over the last decade, and they're now actively working with us to identify the next assets to grow. All three founders that I mentioned, Jake, Louis and myself, made a significant investment into Endura middle of last year when we put the company together, which makes us strongly aligned with all our shareholders. And of course, the reason we're here is to introduce Endura to the local New Zealand-based investors. Although we're a private company for now and deliberately keep a low profile, we do plan to list over the next couple of years and would love to grow our number of Kiwi shareholders on our register who can join us on this journey. So getting to the New Zealand focus, Snowy River. It's our foundation asset. It's a fully permitted, high-grade underground gold mine located on the west coast. The mine is on track to produce around 60,000 ounces of gold per year with a mine life of more than 10 years. What makes Snowy River stand out is the quality of the ore body. At an average resource grade of 23 grams per tonne, it's exceptionally high grade. For context, the average head grade mined last year by global gold producers was 1.3 grams per tonne. Mining has been materially de-risked through the development of two 3.2 kilometre declines into the ore body, and the ore body is actually reconciling very well with the geological model, which gives us a lot of confidence that the gold is there. Now, New Zealand is fast becoming, as we're seeing here today, an attractive and emerging mining jurisdiction. It's got strong government support, low geopolitical risk, I should say, and highly prospective geology. And it's really been underexplored for a long time. And we're now seeing that being addressed. Equally important are the people. The West Coast has a long history of mining. There are plenty of talented, practical and hard-working people in New Zealand, and there's plenty more Kiwis working overseas, especially in the mining industry in Australia, that we'd like to get home to come and work at Snowy River. We're ramping up our workforce over the next 12 months. At the moment, we've got around 90 people on site, and in 12 months' time, that's going to be over 200. So strong demand to attract talent back to New Zealand. Our number one priority will always be safety, and that's getting our people home safely to their families at night. Last month, our Senior Sustainability Advisor, Megan Williams, here in the photo in the middle, actually won the Emerging Star Award at the Women in Extractives event in Hamilton. That award recognises individuals who bring fresh ideas, innovation and outstanding commitment to the extractives industry. And I think this highlights the strength of our people and also our commitment to the highest standards of environmental stewardship. We're working closely with a lot of partners on the West Coast in particular. It's great to see Francois representing Ngāti Waewae here, involved in a lot of the companies that you'll hear speak today, but has been a strong supporter of Snowy River for a long time, well before our involvement. And we're currently looking at other opportunities to work together outside of the mine site. We're also working with three New Zealand-based local contractors who are helping us build the processing plant. That's Roscoe, who has a setup in Reefton, Isaac Group, who are based out of Christchurch, and then Brightwater are building the plant for us, and they're based out of Nelson. All of them doing a great job, and I'll show you in a minute that construction is on track. So we're currently developing long-term accommodation and infrastructure solutions as well, and that's going to support our growing workforce, but also help share the benefits to the region. Moving to exploration, Snowy River is really an exciting ore body, and it has significant exploration upside. I mentioned before, 23 grams is exceptional for the global gold mining industry, and the current mineral resources are around 800,000 ounces. The reserves stand at 244,000 ounces. We recently had an independent geologist come across and do a structural review of the geology across the mine site and the exploration permit. And the findings came back that there's high potential for additional discoveries, both near mine and more broadly across the region. So last month, our board approved an additional $4.5 million exploration budget to test high priority targets near mine. And any significant discoveries would extend the mine life at Snowy River materially. Snowy River is rapidly progressing towards first gold production. The processing plant is now 35% complete. And if you go on site today, it's barely recognisable to where it was just a few months ago. All core construction projects have been awarded across civil, fabrication and SMP works. Major concrete foundations are progressing to plan and fabrication of major steelworks has commenced. Brightwater Engineering, who I mentioned before, are constructing the plant for us and they've just mobilised the site earlier this month. So it's all go at Snowy River. Overall, thanks to the great work from a large number of people, the project is progressing well towards first production in December this year. So to wrap it up, we're a young, ambitious company that are genuinely excited about building something special. We've already been able to attract a great team and we have patient, supportive shareholders who want to back us to grow. And with Snowy River as our foundation asset, we're proud to be playing a meaningful role in the rejuvenation of New Zealand's mining industry. Thank you.